attendance when the PTO was prior to a school board meeting, so
Yes.
as far as, so
Yeah.
just
I
maybe
think,
keep that in
I
mind.
think Amy Murphy has agreed to become our president, so I think that's what she's got in her mind as well.
Do you have a child here yet, this year?
She does,
She does.
second,
Second
going to
year?
second grade.
Second year? Oh, okay.
Patrick,
And I'm not opposed if they say, you know, maybe they feel that a later start time works better for them, so people can get home. If they request the school board shift a little bit to work together, if that would help, I'm
Well,
open to that.
we were requested last year to start our school board meetings later and we declined that, so.
I'm open. You're vibrating. All right.
Um, I just have one minor board member issue. The wellness committee, the SAU wellness committee, it meets at a time, I'm on that currently. In the fall, I think it's gonna meet at a time I cannot make. So will we be revisiting committee structure?
Yeah, we can revisit committee structure anytime. And one of the reasons I've never been really too concerned about the committees is because it's impossible for any of us to know what our schedules are going
Right.
to be at any given time, and we've always substituted for each other
Okay,
on committees. So if you can't make the meeting, then we'll just have to get a volunteer Jen to go to that for you.
okay.
Or Dan.
Oh,
I think
Dan's
Dan
obviously.
said he wanted to go to it.
Yeah.
I
Scott,
feel bad because I'm always declining, so.
before you go, I don't know whether you guys want an update on our meeting
Yeah.
and what we discussed there. Kevin brought the numbers that we actually used to determine the tuition rate. And from my perspective, that's really what I wanted to see was if we're gonna go to the town with a contract for Bartlett, then we have to understand what the numbers are.
I
So
want to be able to explain them.
so he updated the numbers, what form they come from, and was going to put that in a new contract. The other thing that we were looking to put
We
in
had
the
two
contract.
questions still, right?
Um,
At least one. The one was clarified, but we were still waiting for, I know my notes with me.
The special ed?
Special ed, I think we clarified.
I think we were
Kind of
two-
hammered that.
we would,
I thought there were two things.
we went through a couple numbers that we had concerns about, and after the discussion with it, we're pretty satisfied
Okay.
with where the numbers are. Special ed was one of those numbers, and we looked at it, and it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's really hard to parse it out entirely, but the way it's currently set up, it's actually pretty fair.
Okay,
Structure of the numbers there.
Oh, yeah. And then the other one was whether our income should affect.
yes,
Yeah.
That was the other question too,
And that
is
was
whether our
explained better.
revenue
Yeah.
should be involved in it. If it should come out of the number that we pay, and if it does, how much, I guess would be the discussion, but I don't think anyone was gonna beat down the walls over that one. I don't think
No.
it was just philosophically kind of the question
Yeah.
that we needed to ask, I guess.
okay,
The idea at this point is to draw up a 3-year contract that has a zipper clause in it so that withdrawing from it becomes easy, and also just kind of reinforcing when we get together to discuss the
Okay.
contract and how we pull out of it. So rather than having to be done necessarily in the second year, maybe it could be done at any point,
okay,
triggering a conversation anyway that would start it is kind of what we're looking at. So
okay,
I think what we're looking to do is to have a 3-year contract with zipper clauses in them that can be pulled out to accommodate either something else entirely or really probably the 6th grade discussion and how we
Yeah.
move forward. But that was really the primary reason why we wanted to put that in there. So that's where
so
that
that leaves
stands.
it open.
It doesn't restrict or anything,
Right.
should that change?
So I think we're ready to go forward with it. It's just looking at the how the contract language works, and that's what we'll be looking to
That
do.
would have been a good thing to share with Penny, to let her know that you're not cutting out the discussion.
Well, no,
you know.
like we discussed, I think the best thing is you have your, I guess you want a 3-year, fine, whatever, the zipper clause, that's fine, but if you ever wanted a 6th grade contract, that could be a standalone, because it could be year to year to year, that just,
And that's
that's up to you.
Right.
You can have 2 separate contracts.
And the basics of the discussion really came down to the contract it can be what it can be. That really isn't our concern. Primarily, we want to keep the dialogue going. We need to sit down. We need to plan to sit down with Bartlett to talk about future planning, and to do that sooner rather than later. And that we'll try to figure out how to do that in a comprehensive way as the year goes on, so that we sit down with them and talk about how do we share resources
Right,
for the future, whether it's 6th grade or whether it's just different staffing positions that we need to do that with. So that's
Scott,
kind
are you guys still working on a preschool, process, or are you waiting for the SAU to come back?
I think Nancy Kalman might be doing something with it, but as far as the board level, absolutely not.
Okay, so nothing
They're
is,
part of the SIP group.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
Nancy, who else is on that?
I think just Nancy at this point. There might be a citizen somebody from the Bartlett.
I think
Preschool
Birdie's
might
on
be-
that, I
Birdie's
know
on
she's
it
on the
too.
communications committee, so
Yeah.
she's copied on a lot of emails I
Right.
get,
Yeah,
so,
but
okay,
board dictated no.
okay.
This way, you put the whole kibosh on us. They voted no before we even got a chance to talk about it.
And so we also talked about, I mean,
No.
Scott, obviously you're always welcome to our meetings, but
Yeah,
really need to start sending someone to all of the Bartlett meetings
Yeah.
just to,
know what's
just to
going
keep,
on.
know what's going on and to
You need
keep it up.
directions?
And
Scott, when do you guys meet?
I'm happy to do it, but
Yeah, I'm down there
First
trying
Monday?
to do.
No,
Especially with
this-
soccer
it's-
starting to me.
We meet the first Tuesday every month. However, September's gonna be the second Tuesday because whatever. And we didn't meet in August, 3-2 vote. We
Okay,
didn't wanna meet Tuesday,
okay.
but,
You voted not to meet.
no, I
You had
voted to meet.
I mean, you had to have a vote one whether you would get to meet.
Well, down or down.
Don't get me going.
That's what we do best.
Is it at 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Okay,
but I think what we need to
that
do
would be a good idea.
for discussions moving forward with planning is not necessarily to plan to do something as much as plan our options.
Mhm.
So this is a configuration we can look at, this is a configuration we can look at, and like, just
Maybe
touch-
brainstorm.
You can
Open-minded.
either get on the agenda or just come with public comments. I'm sure you wanna come the second Tuesday in September, but then after that, we'll see what goes on.
not only necessarily for agenda, we need to sit down at some point
Yeah.
during the year and say, just to hash things
Anytime you
out and
want.
say, come up with ideas and do stuff. Cool. Sign the manifest.
You know, down the road, I think if you would start getting serious about doing stuff like that, it's almost better to meet 4 times a year instead of 2,
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
or have a subcommittee or whatever.
When we add to that contract that we want a voting member on the board, is that what you were talking about?
We
Jackson
don't.
Board, yeah.
We don't.
So when's Bartlett's first day of school? Isn't it Thursday the 1st?
Same day as us.
I know, but he's saying.
So you
he
got-
was
No, we
saying
haven't
the
had
first day
snow
of school.
days
So
yet.
ordinarily they meet the first Tuesday this year,
Yeah.
this September.
He's saying it was the first day of school.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
the
no,
first
no.
day of school.
First, because of first day, it's the first Tuesday of the month, which I guess is the first day of school, and no one wanna do it on the first day of school, so it's the second Tuesday of the month,
Is there school board meeting?
which is a school board meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kids will meet.
Every
They're not having a blizzard
That's
bag day on the
September
first day of
No, we have no
school.
blizzard
When you
bags
saying
in
it's
Bartlett.
Tuesday, it's the 1st.
It's
not.
always sunny and flower roads and everyone's happy.
Well, they're confused in Bartlett.
I'm confused.
They were probably going off the 15 calendar, not the 16 calendar.
I don't know what that's. My girls will tell me when the first day of school
It's
is.
a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, is it?
No, it's a Thursday.
Thursday.
The first, yeah, but the first, they're back to school after Labor Day. I think that's what you're talking about. After
When is
Labor
Labor Day? I haven't even looked yet.
It's
Monday.
that weekend.
So it's
I think that's what
September
messed up
1st
your
is-
meeting.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
The
Labor
kids go
Day is-
back Thursday,
Oh,
but the
Labor
staff
Day's
goes
the
back
5th.
Tuesday.
Monday.
Okay, okay.
No,
so-
staff goes back this
The
Monday,
30th.
coming up.
Monday the 29th.
Yeah, Monday the 29th.
Kickoff meeting at 8:30.
And it's not this coming.
Thanks,
Bring
Pete.
your pom-poms.
You're all invited.
Yes.
40 kids.
41? How many kids coming in?
No, how many total kids?
There were 40, but somebody moved, so now we're back to 39.
Did we
Anybody
lose-
we know?
did we lose the
30,
driver?
30 members.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
What was
it
it? Was it Kim?
No,
tax, right?
You can leave a present on your hood. Jen.
no,
Oh,
I
thank you.
already had accounted for him.
Enter motion to adjourn.
Is it in a baggie
So
or?
moved.
Bye, Scott. Bye, Bee.
All in favor?
Yes.
Thanks, Kevin.